Hello there, Master Hellish here. Welcome to our Thursday night Transport Fever. It's not Thursday, I got the wrong day. Tuesdays, they both begin with a T, it's fine. They're pretty much the same day. Hello everybody, and welcome. I've got to admit, last night's live stream, it took it out of me a little bit more than I was expecting. We had a lot of fiddly, special things that I'd not done before. Streaming to an extra location, as well as to a Discord connection. Having a second person live on the stream with me and featuring their webcam as well, and all that sort of jazz. And then after the stream, I had to download the stream, re-encode the stream, and send it to the developers of Railroute so that they could then put it back up on the Steam page as a rerun. So I think if you go to the Steam page now for Railroute, it's there running now as a rerun, as a live rerun. I don't know. But that was last night, and instead of finishing the stream at 10, we finished at half 10 because we enjoyed playing the game too much. And then instead of just going to bed, I ended up staying up until gone midnight, sorting out the stream and the after work and all that sort of stuff. It was all in good cause. It's all for a good game, and good news, everyone. The developer Angel has kindly said that they will give us some Steam keys to give away. So next month's giveaway for the viewer giveaway, and probably the viewer plus giveaway as well, will be some copies of Railroute. I don't know how many yet. Probably one for each, but we'll see. In addition to any Steam voucher giveaways for the Viewer Plus subscribers and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that was last night, but this is tonight. So let's get the game up and rolling. How are we all doing, everybody? Did anybody see the stream last night? And what did people think of the slightly different... It was a little bit different, wasn't it? It wasn't just me, and it was a Devi stream, and we took it steady, and we talked about different things and all that sort of stuff. What did people feel like it? One for every Viewer Plus member. I highly doubt that even with Angel's generosity, that which it is, I don't think that would be yeah, I don't think that would be a thing. Right, my headphones are too loud. Let me know if the in-game music's too loud for you guys. I can always notch it down a little bit. You used to complain about the days ending in a Y. You recently realised that actually the days starting in a Y is a problem. What? Your alarm goes off and you say, why? What? Yes, I like that. Jackamat says it was a nice stream. Definitely didn't seem like a hellish stream though. It was very different. Yes, it was different. The stream was done with it keeping it in mind that the stream was for Railroute and it was for them and all that sort of stuff. If that makes sense. Like, I didn't have my stuff plastered all over it and all that sort of thing, but hey, Network 17, welcome, watching on Twitch there. So I think we're ready to crack on with the game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was Railroute-y because it was the stream was put together for them. They asked me to host it. Originally for their idea, it was just going to be on the Steam page. It wasn't going to be on my platforms as well. I asked if I could stream onto my platforms at the same time because I thought it'd be something that my viewers would be interested in. So it was kind of like a combo stream, which I think it worked all right overall. So that's not too bad. And before we crack on, and we will do that just in a moment's time. We will be getting back into the game. It was more of a collab. Yeah, where where the style and content had to reflect both of our needs. But it was brilliant. It's brilliant working with them. You know, if I say, "Oh, can I have this image?" You know, they just can I have it with the transparent background and stuff? They'll go into the game assets and grab it for me and things like that. They are fantastic to work with. But as a bit of an insight, I think we have 2 live streams of OpenTTD Season 9 left before the break, and we have, I think, 4 episodes of OpenTTD Season 6 before that one comes to a close. But that is an estimation. There's a bit of background stuff for you, what you can feel coming up. But here we go, Transport Fever 2. Goodness knows how much of this one we've got left. Let's have a look. We've got plenty of money in the bank account and no loan. I say plenty of money. It's plenty of money compared to a few streams ago. A few streams ago, we would have our jaws would have been dropping at having 24.7 million in the bank account. Having said that, now trains cost around 15-20 million each. So yeah, that's not a massive amount of money anymore. Let's have a look here. Oh yeah, we've got a line of trucks waiting, that's fine. I think we just actually upgraded this station, didn't we? Yeah. Does Transport Fever 2 have an endgame condition? I'm not sure it does, Brandon. I tried to think of when this play will end. And I don't know. We're just gonna keep going until it feels right. We're not gonna have any particular conditions. Oh, I have made a little bit of a change to this scene. And I need to move that because it's in the way. But I've zoomed this view out. It was much more sort of like this before. And now I thought we'd go with a little more me in my frame. I don't know what you guys think of that, or whether you probably haven't noticed, have you? Probably haven't noticed. Right then. What's going on with our network? What are we doing today? Oh yes, that's right. Aeroplanes. So recently, I think it was last live stream, aeroplanes became available. So we now have the option to build a passenger airfield or a cargo airfield. Oh, and by the way, tonight, if you see me nibbling on something, I've got a little bit of treats here in my little cup of joy. And this is a little tub where I pop some M&Ms in. They're the crispy ones, not the peanut ones. What are you thinking? Peanut? You don't want peanut, that standard M&Ms. Sorry, not standard, the crispy ones. They're my favourite. Nom nom nom, nom nom nom. Hopefully they won't come crispy over the microphone. Jackamak says passengers to start. Peanut M&Ms for the win. No, we need a vote. That's it, right. Before we crack on, we're having a vote. We're doing a poll in the Twitch chat. We're going to add a poll. M&Ms. Option 1. We'll do... I'll type it out. I might spell crispy wrong, but we'll see. Right. Peanut, add. And then option 2. Crispy. Is that not right? Oh, there we go. I think I spelled it right. Crispy. And then... choc for just the standard choc one. I don't know if I spelt that correctly, but there we go. We just started a poll in the Twitch chat. If the bot's working, I don't know if it is. Maybe the moderators can check that out. Might as well just have Skittles. Skittles are a whole different kettle of fish. Right. Yes, passengers. Yeah, I can see people are voting. Passengers. Where are we going to take passengers from? Okay, so my original thought is to do one of two things. Either pick one of our 3 towns and make them go over to one of our loop line towns. So if we go in this mode, we can see the lines a bit better. We pop that out. No, we can't pop it out. Never mind. So this is the loop line here. These two, this purple and pink one. So we could pick a town on the loop line, give it an airfield, and then link that to one of these towns. Or The other option is we put an airfield in the middle with a train station, so that we're kind of servicing all three. And then we do something similar over here. I don't know where it would be or how it would work. Maybe we'd have it like the airport as a stop, something like that. I'm not sure. So I'm looking for opinions from the Twitch chat. Do we do an airport in the middle of nowhere and link it to our existing train line? Or do we put it at a town? And whilst I'm getting your opinions on that, I'm going to go in and do a bit of checking and fixing. Let's have a look at the line statistics here. Okay, so if we order it by balance, yes, the main loop line is still doing terrible. I have no idea why it's doing so bad. We've got a train every 4 minutes at the minute. Okay, there it is. So we've got buses going through the towns. Maybe we just needed some cheaper trains. I mean, the trains are going around this loop. Yeah, they are, look. I mean, that one's already getting rusty. Already getting rusty. But they're going around the loop line. And they're costing us an absolute fortune. Maybe it's because of the amount of, like, passenger carriages we've got on there. Because how many passengers are actually on board? 79? Okay, so it's not terrible. Brandon says airports in the middle of nowhere feel pointless. Well, that's kind of how it works in real life a little bit. So, here we go, look. Let's see what this makes. 500,000. Nearly brought it out of its massive debts. Yeah, I mean, to reduce this noise pollution, airports are better outside of towns and stuff. And then you use buses and other things and trains to get to them. Most of the airports I can think of off the top of my head are not in a city. They're like outside of the city, like good outside with links to it. Yeah, open TTD airports where you just like cram the airport in as close as you can. That's a different thing. Okay, so most people are saying that we should put an airport in the middle of the towns. Let's try that tactic. Now the question is, whereabouts should we put it? Should we do some drawing? Let's do a quick bit of draw. I can't find my drawing tool. There we go. Let's put a delay on it. 5 seconds. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We'll also check in on the very important M&M poll. Right, we should be able to show you this now, which is my screenshot version. So you can see we've got one town here. That's Wellington. Bradnich is over here. And then Pickering is over there. All of them are doing quite well. We've got stations kind of inside each of the cities, which is fantastic. And then we've got our main line connecting them all up. So then the question there is, where should the airport go? I mean, there's quite a lot of land here, and that's quite close to Bradnich. But then, how would we connect it in to Bradnich or the main line? Should we have a piece of track that comes off the main line, then we have a station, and then it goes back onto the main line, and at that station that's where we put the airport? I kind of like that idea. Or do we try and get it much more closer to one of the towns? I kind of feel like that's a good site, but we'll let some shout outs go out in chat. So I'm going to pick a few places. So, like, we're going to have 1 right next to Pickering, 2 Wellington, and 3 Bradnich. They're the 3 locations where it's right next to town. Or we can come outside of Bradnich in this area here, 4. So it's just outside of town, but not too far away. And we just have that. And then there's one here that we could try and do. Option 5. Now, option 5 would be a difficult one because we'd have to connect up the airport to the main line somehow. But we've got this kind of junction here, which is a bit weird. So shout out in chat which one of them you would like to see me do. 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Give us a shout out in chat. While you're shouting that out, let's just catch up with everybody. Jackamat says Gatwick is way out of London, but it still has like 20 million passengers a year. That's true. You look at, I think the closest big airport to me is somewhere called East Midlands, and I don't really think that's next to any city at all. It's actually right next to one of the major roads that go up through the middle of the country, the M1. So it's a matter of it's being positioned on infrastructure rather than being positioned near a town or city. Above the line says putting the airport in a town sounds way better. There's one in my I'm not sure what that word is. There's one in yours where it is. How about southwest of the lake above the intersection? Southwest. Yeah, so option 5 is the one that you were saying there, Sukon. Next to Harby? Where's Harby? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll put that in there as option 6, if you want to call it option 6. Go with that. So we've got some people saying option 1, option 3. People really seem to think that it should go near one of those towns. Oh, that's not Harby, that's that's Haxby. Is there Harby as well? I'm going to assume for the moment you misread that or mistyped it. Okay. And I'm going to close the M&M poll, and I can tell you that everybody apart from one person who voted is wrong. So, oh, you couldn't read it. Okay, fair enough. So the results say that peanut and chocolate are the top 2 best, with crispy coming in second place. It's actually the other way around. There we go. Can't read it. Yeah, that's okay. Poor Crispy, eh? So if you're looking for all my different links, you can find them on the website. If you go to masterhellish.net, you can find out all the different places you need to know where I'm going to be. Okay, so we've got 1 vote for 1, 1 vote for 3, and 1 vote for 6. And my vote was actually for 4. So we're going to get rid of 2 and 5. Oh, it's a form of town where it combines 2 or more towns into one. Oh, I see. Network 17 says 5. As it would give links to all the towns. I mean, if we did it with any of them, it would give links to all the towns. It just means they'd have to take a railway journey before we got there. Yeah, Crispy has chocolate as well. That's it. You see, but the peanut ones have chocolate too. So, like, why would you ever want the chocolate one? Oh, good. I kind of like... Oh, hang on. Sukon's gone for 5 as well. So we've got 1 vote for 1. I'm going to change colour. Where do we want our airport to be? I'm going to go with a blue pen, I think. Oh, that's not big enough. We need a really thick... Let's go with yellow? No, that won't be... You won't be able to see that very well. Red. So we got 1 vote for 1. We got 1 vote for 4, 1 for 6, 1 for 3, and 1 for 5. And then we got a second vote for 5. Oh dear. I feel like it might end up being 5 at this rate if one of the chat wants to shout out about where they think the airport should go. I think my favourite options is number 4 is my favourite because it's nice, wide open area. We'll be able to do some nice junctions on and off the main line, and all the towns will be able to access it via the main line. 6 we could do the same, but it's going to be more of a branch line, and it would also serve the people of Haxby. Where's 2? I got rid of 2. I'll put 2 back if, in case anybody wants to vote for it. There you go. There's 2 back up there. Rudd says prefers 4. Okay. This is a close run race here. I mean, we could have done polls, but it's nice to see it here. There's another vote for 4. So at the minute, 4's winning. 5's in second place. 2 sat there out on its own. You have about 4 or 5 towns altogether. Yeah. That must be an interesting spread of networks. I mean, nobody seems to want to have it at number 2, and I completely agree with that. It's the smaller of the 3 towns. Doesn't really make too much sense. There is an oil well here that would be ever so slightly in the way, but I'm pretty sure we could work around that. It's not that concerning for me. Nobody else? Last chance, everybody. We've done the M&M vote. Brandon doesn't seem sure. Okay. Right, let's just quickly check back with the game. See how things are going. And we'll see if anybody else wants to shout out. We do have 30 million in the bank now, so we should be able to afford a couple of airports and some aeroplanes. Do like the look of this station now. It does look very legit. I love how they have like the sign of the town on it and the platform numbers. That sort of detailing in this game is really good. Oh, and we've still got some of these old trains as well. Look at that. The Rust Bucket 5000. Must be interesting to see a train like that rolling after we've got so many more modern ones. Nice scenery though. It's like he's going past. He's got electrified wires and electric signals. Modern cities are starting to spring up out of the smoke, and we've got that chugging into the station. Why are there power lines? We are in a power line sort of era, Jackamak. We're getting into the modern era. We're getting into the modern era. So, there we go. Right, nobody else has voted. Nobody else has given their preference about where the first airport will be. So, looking at the people that have shouted about it already, 2 didn't get any votes, 1 got 1 vote, 6 and 3 also got 1 vote, 5 and 4 were the top 2, and out of the top 2, 4 got more votes. So it looks like the initial idea of coming off the main line somewhere in the middle here will be the one we do. Okay, so in game, that is over here. We've got all this relatively flat, nice land to play with. I think what we'll probably do is just have a look at how big the airfield is. It is quite big. I mean, the reason why that some of the power lines are there and they're not on the main line is because we upgraded this station. and part of this track as well. So you can see down here we've got old signals and no power lines. But because we rebuilt this station recently, it came with the power lines. Yes, it's not a hook. Pantograph is what it's called. Right, first airport's going in. Passenger airport. And I guess make it rotate a little bit. Get it relatively close to this oil refinery place. But not too close. We'll leave a little bit of a gap. 4 million. There we go. There's our first airport. We've got a hangar and an airport terminal. It says nothing waiting, which is fair enough. Yes, a bit like bumper cars, Brandon. Yeah, it just scrapes along. It's not like a Back to the Future hook style. And then ideally we want to build a passenger station right up against it. So we want, I'm going to say, we're going to allow room for expansion later. We're going to go with a 4-track high speed with the catenary. And I think I should be, can I link it straight in, or do we need a piece of road? I think we need a road. Okay. Let's get a road. Put a street between the two. Is that too close? I mean, it looks like it is very close. But I don't think it's too close. In fact, that bin... Did you hear that? I heard that. Little announcement, Tannoy announcement. That was funny. Yeah. I'm happy with that. That was almost like the most perfect bit of road. The only problem is that I'd like to upgrade it. And it won't let me. Oh, I build a perfect piece of road and it won't let me upgrade it. Because it was too close. I should have done the better road to be. Tell you what, should we do a large street to begin with? Medium one-way street, large one-way street. Should we make it a one-way street? If City Skylines has taught me anything, and it hasn't, you need your one-way streets. See, now it's going to take me an hour to get this right. Okay, it didn't take me an hour. There we go. Game should let you upgrade it, but it moves the road slightly so it can fit. Yeah, but the thing is that if you've got things on both sides of the road, what's he going to do? Like, the game logic involved with building that is mind-boggling. Right then. There we go. So, when we highlight the train station, it gives us the airport as well. And when we highlight the airport, it gives us the train station too. So now we've got the problem of getting the tracks in. So because we potentially want the tracks to be able to swap over, we're going to do a short, straight section. And we'll do it a little bit longer. We do need to sort those trains out at some point when we've got more money. I'm just hoping that, like OpenTTD, that doing an airport is just going to mean that we have an absolute fortune of money. There we go. So we've just put a little bit of a straight section there, and that's so that I can get a crossover in here. Oh, that's a bit slow. Can we get it to go faster? 88. It's about the best I can do. Okay, never mind. We'll put a slip on one side and a slip on the other side. They're very similar. There we go. Now we need to get that to come round and curve in and join up with this. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this side first and then bring it out. The new airport DLC in City Skylines makes you design everything from scratch. That's interesting. So we've got a junction here where the track splits apart. Let's do a new junction here. So we start on the outside line, bring it in and make it pretty much as long as it'll let us. And then we do the same here to bring it in. And then once it's curved off, I mean, that's not the best. That is really not the best, is it? That's a sharp bend. I mean, the other option is we just use the other set of platforms. And do a shuttle service. So we actually have a second set of platforms here that I don't think we're using. No, we're not using them. So we could actually have a shuttle service that comes from the town straight direct to the airport. It doesn't connect up with the main line. Or does connect up with the main line in a weird crossover sort of way. I'm going to see about connecting the other end. You guys let me know whether you think that that should just connect to the main line or whether we should integrate it with the station. Now here, let's see if we can get a better bend. I mean, I'm almost tempted to go around this coal mine. But then once I do, then the bend coming in is going to be too harsh. Ugh. Okay. Let's try and do it from here, I think it is. Nope. Too close. Further back. We've got some signals in the way that we need to contend with. We'll just get rid of them. Unlike OpenTTD, deleting signals in this game is not a risky situation. There we go. And at some point we will upgrade the track on this main line. It's just I have no need to at the moment. So if we then connect this up to that, see, that is a little bit more acceptable. Over 100, whatever, I think it's kilometers an hour. That is definitely more acceptable. And the only other way I could think of making it any better is if we do a tunnel under the coal mine. And if experience has taught me anything, it's that you shouldn't be allowed to tunnel under coal mines. We can make some improvements to this though. So once the line's in, we can do that thing where we zoom in and then do some deleting and then relay it. So if we get rid of that and that, probably those two as well, I think. And then relay it. See, look, it smooths out the curve. I mean, we get a collision there, unfortunately. So to try and avoid that collision, I'm going to bring these bits out just slightly. If I can grab hold of the end of the line. I think I've done that right. You don't get much of a top-down view when you're close up, and that's really what I want right now. There we go. And just bring it out a little bit. I think that might make the difference. There you go. Look, we just got past the coal mine, and the slowest now is 113, and it's further down. Okay, let's hope that it lets us... No. This is the little bit that I was kind of worried about. It's not letting us take a snap from round here. Or do I do it from that? Nope. Okay, so I think I have to get rid of this and then do that bit again. But that's not a problem, because now we've got a line to kind of to follow. Can I just get rid of that last bit? Oh, it won't let me again. Okay, I don't know if it's going to let me. I tell you what we can do, though. We can help it by bringing this line in like that. And then see if it'll snap there. Yes, there we go. And then connect the two up. So we've got round the coal mine, and if we look at the speeds, this bit round here is a bit rubbish. So if we take that out. Let's try a bit more. There we go, much better speeds round there. And then this bit is a curvy nightmare. But I don't know if there's a way that we can improve that. But I'm going to try. So 105 is the best it says it can do. Okay. If we go back one more. 108. So there's not really much I can do about that. There we go. That bit's done. So the main line now splits off, comes into two of those platforms. Let's just have a look at what the chat said about the other side. Egg says that sounds good. I presume that was to do with the way that I said the shuttle, so that sounds good. Okay, so let's get rid of these. There we go. And also, for now, we'll get rid of these ones because we're using that set of platforms for something completely different now. These signals as well can be removed. Oops. It's fine. We'll need some more signals in there later, and I'll need to do signals at this junction. In fact, there's a load of signals that just need doing. And then I think we've got these kind of these double slip crossovers. They're not switched. Okay. I don't think they need to be switched. But I think what we should do is over here, under the bridge, if we can. Yeah, under the bridge. We should have a double slip crossover here, just in case. So, from kind of... Well, actually, before I do that, let's get this line to carry on a little bit. And see how much of a gentle curve we can get out of here without... God, this line needs to be almost perfectly straight. To keep we'll try and keep the speeds above 200, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Okay, we'll go for 180. I'm going to try and keep the speed above 180. I don't think we'll be able to do it, but there we go. And then in this mid section where it kind of just joins together temporarily, let's see, can we get in? Like a little slip between the two different lines. We can. Okay, so that gives us options here. That does give us options. Okay, fair enough. You're watching without sound as you play a different game. That sounds good. That sounds a good tactic. Now the question is, how well is this going to connect? For the most part, quite good actually. But I kind of feel like it needs to bulge out a little bit. So that's just following the same route. It's almost as if this needs to go that way and then come round. Well, that's just terrible. But it does give us a smoother transition here that we can work with, I think. I just wish there was a way that you could like pull and bend the track from the middle. Like you could grab the middle and then bend it around. That's a smoother transition going into the station there. This here is a nightmare, but I can fix that. There we go. I think that's probably the best we're going to get around there. I do. Right, let's fix the signals. So over here, we're going to have signals going like that. Oh, hang on, they need to be one-way signals. Well, I don't think these ones have to be one-way signals, but we're going to make them one-way signals anyway. I don't know if they actually look any different. I don't think they do. And we've got quite a gap here, so we'll put some one-way signals in there. And then just outside the station, that's where we're going to need some more one-way signals. So I guess one set there and one set here. Seems like a good idea. Then we need to separate this junction out. So one on the way in there. And then we've got one on the way in here. And one on the way in there. So that's that junction done. It just feels like it'd be a good idea to put a couple of signals along the route that side. And some along the route this side as well. Be nice if we could get some sort of modern shuttle-y sort of train for this route. Okay. I think that is the first iteration of the airport done. I'm happy with that. The next thing we need to do is decide where the airport's going on the other side. So instead of doing drawing and stuff, just shout out in chats. What do you think? What's the tactic here? Should I just put a whopping great big airport in, like, over here? Like, almost directly connected to this train station? Or shall I do something else? Like in one of the other towns? Shall I put it in between two towns? Do you think it should go in like this area here around these hills? Let me know what you think about that. And whilst you're letting me know what you think about that, I'm going to think about this railway service. So for us to be able to put vehicles into this railway service, we're going to need some depots. Now, I did recently remove the depots because it was being a pain. But now I can add them back in again. So let's do that. So we're going to need one depot here. And that's it actually. Just one depot there. Because from this line you can get to any of the other lines. Well no, you'd need a switch here to be able to get all the way across. And I feel like another depot would look better, potentially, if I can fit it in this gap. I like the way that looks. Let's see if we can get these side by side. So, we've got that angle there for that one. Let's then rotate this one round a little. And not quite that much. Get it more or less so it lines up. And then we'll see if we can get a piece of track coming into it. Yeah. Nah, I think a longer section of track going into it. Yeah, that's good. And then roughly from here. Okay, I mean, this piece of road now is like a nightmare for road vehicles to cross. Above the line says an airport next to an already existing train station that is in a town. Interesting idea, yeah. Wallen says, I was just trying to make a Twitch account, but it says I'm making too many accounts, although I'm making my first one. That sounds like you didn't like. Well, I don't know. Never heard of that before. You should probably speak to Twitch support about it. And we should probably put a tunnel under here for the road vehicles, because it's not very kind for the road vehicles to have to go across this railway line like this. There we go. Also, the road will be much straighter too. So let's get roads, streets, standard. That's a medium street from here to there. Actually, it's probably going to have to go back a little bit more. Yep, that'll do. Medium street, and then bend it down. I mean, that would look quite cool, but it's not allowed. There we go. That's what we want. A nice little tunnel for our road vehicles if they ever want to use it. Fantastic. There we go. Right, okay, so we're going to put it next to a train station in an already existing town. So let's have a look at where there's room. So there's no room for for an airport there. We could get an airport in here, and it'd be quite nice to do that on the coast. We would have to put a second entrance on the other side of the station. We've got a similar situation over here in West Houghton. Kempton we couldn't do. It's not possible. We could do it over here at Middlewich. That is a possible one. God Manchester doesn't have any trains at it yet. Bushy would potentially be a good one because it's like halfway between the bigger towns. So that's my vote at the moment, I think. Yeah, I think it's best to be for the airport to be in the middle here. So what we're going to do, we're going to get rid of these bits of road that are in the way. There we go. We're going to upgrade the train station. And we're going to give it extra track just in case in the future. And extra platforms just in case in the future. And then we'll give it the underpath things, connections, I don't know what you call them, subways? Subway? Might be a subway. And then we'll give the platform roof, there we go, modern platform roof. And then we'll do a large passenger entrance building, which looks fantastic. And then we'll need a road to connect that to. Again, I'm going to use a one-way street. So I'm going to go from... No, it has to be not touching that. There we go, that looks good to me. Then what I'll probably do actually is do the next bit of this already. So we go from here to there, out, straight to roughly there. Construction not possible. Why? That railway track? So what if we That's weird. Okay, it's perfectly happy with it now. Also, with the new roads, we get the new level crossings, which is nice. I like that. And then now we can stick the airport on it. So let's turn it the right way around. We've got a collision with some road down here, but this road is the silliest road I've seen in a while. There we go. We will supply them with a brand new medium high, no, not highways. Small streets, a curvy small street. There we go. I mean, that's not actually connected to anything, is it? I've just realised. Alright, maybe we should connect it to something. Nope, that's too much curvy. You know what? I'm happy with that. That's okay. I mean, it does cut into the... It does create a little bit of an embankment. It's just weird that we get streetlights in the countryside. They should definitely still have countryside roads. Oh, hang on. They do have country roads. Okay, here we go then. Must have just not seen it. There we go. Country roads. Right, airport can now go in. So let's connect the airport up so it's opposite the train station with its connections. There's another 4 million. So I think, yep, that's all connected up absolutely fantastic. I guess we ought to get some aircraft going then. We haven't got any trains going yet. Oh, we'll do that soon. We'll do that soon. Subway is right for a platform-to-platform walkway, but you can have a foot underpass outside the station or a road underpass. Oh my goodness. That is lots of different ways of saying it. Okay, so let's now have a look at the airport and buy the vehicles. So we've got 3 to choose from. We've got a small one with a top speed of 137 kilometers per hour, and then we've got a medium one with 175 kilometers per hour, and the big one with 150. So the big one is bigger and slower, but it carries all types of cargo. I don't know if that includes passengers though, so let's have a look up. So we've got these two as the options for passengers. We can either carry 5 passengers or 3. I see no reason at all to get the bigger aircraft. It's going to cost $500,000, but let's buy that. It's called Aircraft 1, and we need to get a brand new line for it. So we're going to go from this airport, and we're going to go to that airport. So there is a crossover in the flight path there, but I think I'm happy with that. The only other way would be to turn one of the airports round, and I'm kind of happy with the way that they come in and round on this. Or is it wasteful? No, it's not. It's not wasteful. That's fine. Okay, and aircrafts are going to be light blue. So then what we'll do is we will get our aircraft. Where's our aircraft gone? Here it is. And we'll assign it to line 3. And then we'll watch it on its first ever journey. There we go. Fantastic. Footbridges. I must admit, I did enjoy playing around with the different paths and bridges and stuff on City Skylines. City Skylines is almost certainly in the list of things that I would like to do more of again in the future. I don't know if you would say it holds 5 people, including the pilots. I think you could have got 6 and in there. Did it just do a flip? It turned around. Yes, it turned around at the hangar. All the vehicles in this game, they just flip around. That's one of the things that I'm not so keen on. So we'll watch it from over here now. There it goes. Off into the sunset. On board with plane cam. Yeah, you can look. Oh, there's the 5 seats. Wow, wicker basket seats. They could have got another seat in the back there. There's the pilot. There is just one pilot. Can I get it so that we are like in the pilot's position? It's a little bit glitchy. That's kind of the best I can do. Wow, this is a relatively good view actually. Where's the new airport? Oh, it's just over there to the front right. Those seats are terrible. So, just talking about redeeming things and features like that, I'm planning on moving all of that away from YouTube, away from Streamlabs, putting it on the website so that people can just press a button and it just works, no matter what platform they're watching from. So we can see now the railway line that we've put in that comes off the main line. I can't really expect any passengers to want to fly on this service yet because there's no trains on the other end. So let's see if we can fix that quickly. Trains, passengers. There is an electric one there. Neither one of them are probably good for passengers. I would love a flying Scotsman, but this is a shuttle service, so I think it's going to have to be another A35. And we will do it with just 3 carriages to begin with. It's going to cost 6 million. And we need a brand new line. And you know what? For the trains, we'll do the same colour. So we'll get over here. And we'll go to there and back again. And we'll have the same baby blue as the aircrafts, because that's the aircraft shuttle. Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's enough room for 2 pilots on there, but they just haven't got it. Okay, so is there a train still in here? Yep. Let's get that onto line 4. Okay, so now we should see a steam train coming out of this depot, and somewhere in the distance there's an aircraft flying. Oh, it's coming to land. It's already coming to land. Barnaby Joy says 6 passengers. They can each keep a few chickens under the seat for dinner. There was lots of room in that aircraft, but there we go. So at the moment there are 0 people waiting. But I'm hoping that's going to change pretty soon, because that aircraft is costing us a bit of money. It's costing us 30 grand so far. Where's the train? Where is the train? Hang on a minute, is that it? No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. What terminal is it chosen? Terminal 3, I'm happy with that. So we currently have 0 people on this train as well. Yeah, I mean, I think this game is a good option for people who want to play a more modern version of OpenTTD. This game is quite difficult. On the medium setting, I would say it's a good difficulty. We'll have spawning industries. That's cool. And as populations and town grow, yeah, there'll be more products. They're adding mod presets. Nice. Okay, so at the moment, this train's got nobody on it. But never mind. Where's our aircraft? Has it landed yet? No. Well, where is it? Should be coming into land sometime soon, I think. No? Right, we're going to have to go to the aircraft screen. Well, there it is. So it is on its way. When your dad was a kid, he went on a holiday to Ireland, and there was a lady on the train service that got on and shoved about 6 chickens under her seat. With their feet tied together. Oh, yes. Okay, I want to watch this aeroplane come into land, because when it came into land previously, we missed it. That was completely my fault, but it's coming into land now, so hopefully we'll get to see it make an absolutely beautiful smooth landing. Hopefully it won't crash into those trees. Miss the trees. That's quite a good landing, that. Quite a good landing. And there's our pilot. Hasn't got a lot of room, I must say. I don't think he's even got any controls either, so I'm not sure you can call him a pilot. And there's still nobody on board. But is there anybody waiting at the airport? No. Okay, so we've put a lot of infrastructure in here, and there's currently nobody waiting. Which I'm a little bit surprised about. I think what we'll do is we'll get the trains going the other way now. So let's put in a depot over here. So buildings, depot, spin it round, and line it up a bit better. Yeah, I'll do. Connect it up. That'll be fine. And then what I'd like to do is, I mean, I could probably get away with just cloning this train right out. So if we, I don't want to, do I want to clone that? Oh, there's a new vehicle available. Let's see, it's a passenger one. And it's double the capacity. Oh, we missed out there, and it goes faster as well. We'll have to upgrade our aircraft sometime soon. Let's get a new train. We will get our A35 with our passenger wagons, and we will purchase that and get another line on the go. So we will come from this station down the line to Pickering, and we're going to have to oh no, we've got a platform available. There we go. We can come in and use that platform. Again, we'll change the colour to sky blue for the airport taxi service or whatever you want to call it. And then we'll get the train. And we'll add it to that new line. Fantastic. And then we'll need another vehicle. How much money we got? 24 mil. Starting to get a little bit low. We'll purchase that one. Do another new line from this station. But this time we're going to be coming into one of these platforms over here. So let's choose that one. Hang on a minute. No, well, I'll move that in a second. We don't want to be in at platform 2. We want to be in at platform 3. There we go. That's better. Playing this game on normal is no fun. I like it when the games are challenging. I do. And then this train will add to that new line. There we go. Line 6 as it is at the moment. So now we've got 3 lots of airport shuttle trains. Shuttling in and out of this station. Our aeroplane just landed. Oh, it's got our first passenger on board. No, it hasn't. Has it? No, but our first 2 passengers are waiting at the terminal. There they are. There's our first 2 passengers. Oh, that's fantastic. I just hope they don't get run over by the aeroplane. It's like going to crash straight into them. Oh, it stopped. Oh, I didn't think it was going to stop then. Okay, so we've got our first 2 passengers. I wonder how much money they're going to make. Ah, we definitely have to find out that. Make a challenge map with towns spaced out further. Yeah, I bet it is harder with the towns spaced out further. There's our other connector train there. We'll probably need more connecting trains on the main line, and we'll probably actually have to add more signals into the main line to increase the flow, but overall I think we're alright. So we'll check in with these guys when they come into land at the other side, and we'll find out how much they make and all that. Hopefully they pay like 3 or 4 million each, then we might actually get some way to resolving some of our costs. I did notice that the platforms at this station aren't quite right. So we've got platform 2 with nothing happening on it, or terminal 2 as it calls it here. So I've just spread it now that so we've got those 2 platforms being used up for different things. Nice. Okay. Knowing the game mechanics, this game is very easy in the hardest difficulty. Yeah, I feel like once you get the hang of the game and you know some of the mechanics and all that, then it does get really easy to do. This is that bit where I said we're going to need a train to get the fuel into town because the road vehicles are taking too long, but I haven't got round to sorting that out yet. Our aircraft isn't coming into land yet, so let's just check our lines. Okay, so the main loop line is now no longer losing as much money as it was. So that's good. And I think we should really look at upgrading our other trains as well. Okay. Where is it? Oh, here it is. It's coming into land now. Let's see what our passengers think about the situation. So we've got what appears to be somebody who may or may not work in a butcher's, and somebody who may or may not work in a tailor's shop, But let's find out how much this aircraft makes upon its arrival. In fact, I'm going to pause the game there for a second. Let's have guesses in the chat. I think for 2 passengers on an aeroplane like that, premium tickets, I'm going to say 60,000. I don't know what other people think this aircraft will make for this journey. Just 2 people flying from our first airport to our second airport. And there's actually 9 people waiting here to depart the airport. So Brandon says 50k, DJX says 5, Volan says 10, and Suicon says 35. Interesting. Okay. Let's find out. It is an expensive ticket, but we'll see. How far is it going exactly? Well, I've been building the airports and going backwards and forwards, so you'd have seen how far it had gone. We are going to need to upgrade this aircraft. 28,000. I think... Sukon, you were closest? Actually, I think I was close. I was closest with... What did I say? I can't remember what I said now. I can't remember what I said. We need to get this aircraft, though. Manage vehicle, aircraft, upgrade, replace for this one. There we go. All of a sudden, pop. It's a big one. Oh, that looks good. Triple engine aircraft here. Sort of aircraft that could probably survive on just 2 engines. 60k? Oh, I was well off then. I was being really optimistic there. Okay, so as they disappear, I think we should get another aircraft going, because we've already got 15 people at this terminal, and then how many over here? 16 over there. So that is more than like 2 aircrafts can cope with. We are starting to run out of money though. That is the problem. So if I click on the aircraft, go manage vehicles, highlight it and clone it, then highlight both of them and clone them again. We've gone from 1 aircraft to 4. Oh no, the game doesn't like it. That's a strange aircraft. So the game in different modes doesn't really change how much stuff, just how costs, just how much you make. Interesting. Difficulty, not modes. Yes. Okay, so at the moment, this aircraft is full, and there's still 7 passengers there. I wonder if this is going to make our main line more attractive for people to travel on. Like, they want to get to this airport, so they go on this mainline journey. Might be that we have to put... Oh look, the train just came into the station. That is a huge train though. 84 passengers on board. Nice. So we can have rapid fire aircraft take off now. There we go. Yoom. So what is the goal of this playthrough exactly? Can somebody tell Elaine that there's no goal and we're just going to keep playing until we feel like we're happy we've done what we want to? There we go. So those aircraft are taken off and there are now 20 people at the airport. Wow. And this aircraft is just coming into land. and there's 35 people waiting. We're gonna need some more. We're gonna need some more. We're gonna need to buy some more aircraft. Manage vehicle. Let's get another 4. Can I afford that? Yeah, they're not that expensive. There we go. Well, I think overall our venture into the skies is going quite well. Trains are going backwards and forwards, of course. Only one of the new aircraft actually came into this particular one. That was 74,000. There goes that aircraft there. I think by the end of the episode we'll have a really good idea about like how well these aircraft are making money. Oh look, one's just landing there. One's just landing as another one is about to take off. It's waiting for taxi. Another one landing. Oh come on, you've got to let the airplanes off the ground. It's getting too busy already. There we go. It's okay now. Your goal is usually to connect and supply every town. Yeah, we're not going that hardcore on this series. Okay. So even though we've just had all of those aeroplanes come through, we've still got 18 people here. And there are 56 people for line 5? Oh, it all exploded when we connected it up to Pickering. Okay, so we need to clone that train. So this is the problem though. These trains are expensive, like proper expensive. And the main line's going to get busier as well, so we're definitely going to need to get more signals on there. So in between each set of signals, we're going to get another signal. Did I place a signal wrong? Looks like it. That's weird. Okay, let me try that again. What? What's going on here? Ah, this signal's wrong. So it wasn't the ones that I just put in. There we go. At least, maybe it wasn't. Or maybe it was. I don't know. They're okay now. I fixed that. So that's a busy section. Oops. No, we don't want oops. This is a busy section, so we'll put some more signals in there. Fantastic. We have got a train reporting problems. It's lost, I think. Just turn it around and see what happens. Yeah, it's fine now. There we go. I think that's alright. Some slow trains there, but that's not too much of a problem. See, that's another thing now. We've got this big, slow goods train. And it's using the main line, which is not good. Saber's here. Hello, welcome. I don't need left-handed signals. It's all fine. I did originally place a signal wrong, but I fixed it wrong. But I have fixed it now. So then I think we should put more signals in this section as well. And the network's starting to get much more complicated now, much more padded out. We've got lots of different junctions and lines and crossovers. Different trains going to different places. We do need to replace some of the vehicles, but looks like some of the aircraft are actually starting to make some money. Okay. We need to rename line 3 though. That is what we're going to call it. Is it the Brad Bush Flight? Or Brad Bush Air? I like that. Brad for Bradnich. Bush for Bushney. Bushay. And it's the air service. There we go. And if we have a look at the lines, not the line manager. No, not the line manager. This one. We do it by line name. It tells you all these ones here in the middle that are all not named. So we will sort that out. So line 1, I think, is one of the stone lines or coal lines. Oh, it's this secondary coal line, and that is it's coal. And I don't know what I called the other one. Brad Coal A. So this one, it has to be Brad Coal B. There we go. Brad Coal A and Brad... Oh no, I put Bard. Typo. There we go. Brad Coal A, Brad Coal B. And I think this is the same with line 2. This is Brad Iron B. So we've got Brad Iron, which needs renaming with an A. And there we go. And then we've just got the three train lines that we've put in. So train line number 4 is the does it flash when you hover over them? No, that would be too helpful. This is the Brad Air Shuttle. And then we've got line 5, which is the Pick Air Shuttle. And then line 6, which is the Air Shuttle. There we go. So we've named up all the lines there now. All the different bits and bobs. We've got all the Wellingborough line, the West Loop as well. What's the West Loop? Where's the West Loop? Oh, it's for that town. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so let's see now what's going on with this airport and the number of people. We've just had... Wow, we've got 59 people waiting at the airport. Can I, like, add extra runways and stuff? I can only add buildings. Oh, that's a little bit of a shame. I suppose what we could do is add a second passenger terminal. So that, like, you can have multiple planes waiting at the same time. Or at least, like, going in and out. You know what I mean? We don't really need a second main building. Not now. Don't do it. Why don't do it? I don't see any reason why. Would it split? Oh, because you have to put a particular line to a particular terminal. They won't just yeah. Yeah, fair enough. That's fine, but we can figure that out. We can figure it out and configure it later. The rest will just hover in the air. For this airport type, only 6 planes. Yeah, and we've got all the ones that are in transit as well. Mostly we're doing okay. We have got a load of new vehicles. Oh my goodness, look at all those vehicles. So we've got new coaches coming out, new trucks, new aircraft. I feel like we're going to have to upgrade the aircraft though. Let's have a look at the managed vehicles for these aircraft. So, upgrading these aircraft to the Douglas actually doesn't give us any more capacity. It just makes it faster. And it doesn't improve the loading speed. So, I'm not actually going to do the upgrade there. Not actually going to do the upgrade. I'm going to check those ships, which are down here. So we've got both of these two types of ships here. Let's have a look at the potential to replace the vehicles. So there was a new ship that came in, and I think it was this one. And that's just a passenger one. So we just want cargo only. I mean, ideally we want to upgrade all of these to the latest version, but it's going to cost us $5.5 million, so I don't think that is yeah. Above the line says faster is better. That is true. Tickets are paid on speed value. That is also true. You need double track airports. Yes, we will need double track airports in the future. The only problem is that where this airport is here, I'm not sure we're going to be able to fit it in. We'll have to wait and see. It may be that we have to do some reconfiguration. So look at this. We've got 53 there. Maybe we do want to upgrade. How much would it cost to upgrade all of these again? Upgrading them all will cost 5.6 million. They are a lot quicker though. It's not like it's just a little bit quicker. It's around 40% faster, which is huge. And the vehicles are relatively new, so it shouldn't cost a you know what? I'm going to do it. 5.6 million. There's the investment. There is the new posh, pretty aircraft. It's gone. Do it! It is fancy, very fancy. So hopefully these aircraft will cycle around quicker and we won't have to buy more. If you update a few, sell a few because they get there faster. That's a good idea, Volan, but we actually needed more aircraft. So instead of buying more aircraft, I upgraded them. But I see exactly what you mean. Like over here, I've got way too many trucks. It's like if I manage these vehicles, we don't need that many. So I could go down like the list here and just do that's configure maintenance. Oh, here we go. Sell selected vehicles. Yes. And then like just wherever there's a massive queue outside. I mean, that isn't a massive queue, it's a little queue, but we need to upgrade these road vehicles soon anyway. The condition is very bad. In fact, with the money in the bank account, maybe we should do actually a little bit of condition improvements. I might have to ignore the trains though. So the Brad Goods line, which is over here, I think it's this one. Yeah, these road vehicles are poor condition and we could probably actually do with some more of them. So upgrading them will actually allow us to have a better amount of cargo. So at the moment, it is the worst one we could possibly purchase. We can go to a different truck. It has a faster loading speed, more than double the capacity, and more than double the speed. And it costs 13 million. Yeah, condition doesn't really have an impact, but it's a good indication about which vehicles I've had lying around the longest, and they're good candidates for potential upgrades. So we haven't really got the money to upgrade all of those vehicles, so I'm not going to do it. In fact, we probably won't need all of those vehicles if we upgrade them all. 64 vehicles. No, we won't need 64 vehicles. So if we retire a bunch of them, maybe do it so that there are 50 of them, and then look at upgrading. Then it looks like, yeah, it is cheaper. I mean, we don't quite have the money. I am going to do it. Upgrade only when you have better speed available. Yeah, so this is more than double the speed and double the capacity. So we don't have to purchase more vehicles. And there we go. We actually have decent trucks now for this line. This is and that's another thing as well. Like, this is getting really busy here. So to be able to carry double the capacity or more in one truck and reduce the number of trucks is brilliant. Okay, so that's good. I mean, our bank account isn't looking great. It was looking like we was getting towards the point where we'd have a lot of money, but we keep spending it a lot. Yeah, so we did sell some and we upgraded. That's good. We've got 50 people waiting here at this airport now. But the aircraft are now starting to space themselves out a little bit, which is good. Can we turn off some of the... like, turn all the signals off? I think maybe just keep the basic station symbols up for now, just to clean up the interface a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. It looks a bit bare, but I think it's much better. Wow, look at this. Look at this over here. We have way too much of the L brackets available. I think that's the train there, isn't it? Yeah, can I... where's the depot? Where is the depot? I think we got rid of the depot, didn't we? Manage vehicle. I kind of want to clone it, but it needs an upgrade first, and we haven't got the money. And we haven't got the money. Wow, money is just going down. Ooh. Company score, 22. That doesn't sound good. We haven't got any debt, though. Profit in the last 12 months. Minus 12 million. That's not operating profit, though. I don't like it when they include purchases in that. Oh, look, we've got a tiny little train still. Oh, no, that's one of our newer ones. It's full of people for the airport. God, these airport runs are making us good money. Let's actually have a look at the lines. So the aircraft are making a positive balance, which is fantastic. And the trains that are using that line, that are doing that line... Where we go? What was that? Oh, that was road vehicles. The shuttles... We've got the pick shuttle making 2.7 million. Oh no, 1.5 million. That was the Lego shuttle. Yeah, they're all pretty much making a profit, except the Well Air Shuttle. I really didn't expect the Wellington line to be making a lot of money, but that's one of the newer one of the three, so maybe it'll be alright. You alright, Brandon? Don't use different types of truck on the same road first. Yeah, watch the road. Yeah, speed limits for the roads. We do need to think about upgrading the roads and things like that. And we've got a mix of trucks all using the same stuff around here. So we'd have to maybe upgrade these road vehicles when we had the money to do it. Oh, you're just doing some testing, I see. Yeah, that doesn't look like a very good road. So we got kind of country roads. Oh, I see. So it goes streets. And then it goes one-way streets, country. And then we have the ramps. So the country roads have a top speed of 100 kilometers an hour for the bigger one, or 80 for the smaller. And the city streets are worse. Okay, so countryside roads are actually better for these routes. There you go. Oh wow, that would get rid of a lot of property. I'm glad it didn't let me do that. There we go. It's not costing a lot to do these upgrades. I don't know why I upgraded that. Do we need one-way roads around here now? I don't know, but we will upgrade these anyway. Anything I can like get away with upgrading without having to destroy townhouses, I will go for it. I have a country road going down the back of the city. There we go. I think we've got too many vehicles over here as well. Then again, what's production like? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Production's maxed out. Don't upgrade the country road in the city, they'll change it. Well, if they change it, they change it. There's not a lot we can do about that. Maybe we could do like a bypass. Having said that, oh yeah, that'd be quite good actually. Like if we did a country road from here to like there. The town might not use that road straight away, and it's more direct for our vehicles. We only had to destroy one building to do it. Oh, the town upgraded the road right in front of my eyes. Well, at least it's a more direct route. This means it's really probably the only way to... Nah, the town would just upgrade it anyway, wouldn't they? Okay, over here we've got... I think way too many bricks. But is that loading time on these trucks? Manage vehicles, let's have a look. So the trucks that we're using are these ones that have a 2 times loading speed. And then the kind of the optimal one, I think, is this one, which has a 3 times loading speed and a higher capacity, and they're faster. The only problem is it costs us 6 million to upgrade them all. Although that is 32 vehicles, and because there's a high capacity we wouldn't need that many, so we'd need to reduce the amount of vehicles before upgrading them. You can prevent the changing of country roads to city roads by setting the ownership of the road? Oh, really? Roads. Bus lane. Player ownership. Yes. There we go. Medium country road. Why are these not medium country roads? What did I set them to? Oh, it's because I don't own them. There we go. I want to own all these roads, please. I will own these. Oh, I didn't mean to delete those buildings. That was a mistake. Never mind. Yeah, all these roads are mine. There we go. Something a bit weird's going on here with the way that these vehicles are all filtering in to use that particular piece of road. If you do that, they will not build there. Okay. I'm probably happy with that. Actually. Probably. Because I don't really want them to build around this area. I want to keep this part of being my infrastructure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And we've got a way to get around the town nice and quickly there. Right, why are there so many passengers at this station? Wow, the town's sprung up recently. Loads of trains wanting to use the Brad Air Shuttle. Trains? Passengers. Well, I think in that case we should get another Brad... No, we can't afford it, can we? How much would... No. It doesn't say how much money it's going to cost. It just says not enough money. It'd be nice if it told you how much money you needed to do that. Never mind. I bet there's a mod for that. Now this looks a bit slow here. I wonder what's going on there. They are just filtering round and through. Oh, there was a change and some of the orange vehicles ended up on that line somehow. I mean, I don't know how they ended up on that line. Maybe it was when I was messing around with the roads. But I think it's okay now. The only problem is that we had a few extra ones come in. Use F2. Too many trucks. Yeah. That is a very high rate for the anti-clockwise there. Yeah, it does appear to be too many trucks, but they're not queuing up here too much. Are these on full load? No, they're dropping off. We did do an upgrade here. I've messed around with the roads. Let's leave that. Hopefully it will even itself out again. We'll see. Look at the rate. It should match the source. Oh, I see. Well, we've got lots of trains going now. I didn't get a second train for this shuttle, did I? I feel like we need more aircraft, though. We definitely need... Did I call that the Bread Air Shuttle? The Brad Air Shuttle train. Definitely need one of those trains. Look at these, so many... Oh, I suppose one of the things we could do is upgrade the length of the train. We could do that. Edit selected vehicles. We could remove these carriages and add some of these. We could only just afford that, but the capacity is a good chunk more. How many did it have already? 3. So we'd be adding a carriage and you get 3 more people per carriage as well. I'd like to make it 5 carriages long, but we can't afford that yet. So what I'm going to do is get a very, very quick loan out to do that. We'll purchase that to improve that train. And then as soon as we can repay all of the loan, we will do. Oh, we already have. There you go. So now this train is upgraded. It was 3 small carriages, and now it's 5 larger ones. So we've still got relatively good speeds on that train, and our capacity has gone from like 51 to 100. So that should solve it, rather than having too many trains going around. It is nice to start seeing some of these stations getting really busy with trains. I just wish we could afford to have more, like, upgrade the trains more. We just keep spending all the money, but this town is really growing now. Like, really growing. I love it. It's great. How's Pickering growing? Yeah, Pickering's growing quite well, but not so much where the station is. It's growing a little bit over this way. What about the road route then? So we've got this vehicle route. It's not doing great, and I think that's because of where the stations are. So let's get this back on the overlay. Okay, so we don't have a lot of people waiting, and I wonder why that is. I mean, a lot of the residential's around here, and our station covers it already. In fact, our station covers a lot of the residential all the way around there, I think. Does it? I think it kind of does. I'm not sure what's going on. The condition of train 5 is very poor. Yes, it is. It is, but we can't afford it. Last time we was making so much money, our money was increasing, and now it's just like the opposite story. We're just like spending all of our money. We could do with more vehicles on this line. So instead of getting more vehicles, perhaps we could improve the vehicles, all 40 of them. I mean, that would cost us 8 million to replace all of those vehicles. However, they would go from 40 mile an hour to 60 mile an hour, and from carrying 7 units of cargo to carrying 12 units of cargo. So both the speed and the cargo capacity would improve a significant step, and the loading speed is better as well. Okay, let's have a look and see what lines are doing really well. The Brad Brick A service is doing fantastic, apparently. The aeroplanes are actually in second place now, which is nice. Oh, they were for a moment. But the worst lines is still the main loop line. We definitely... I mean, there's 430 cargo on that line going round at the minute. That's a lot. And the main line seems to have got worse. Like, these main lines, they used to make half decent money, but now they don't. Their running cost seems to have shot up. I wonder why the running cost shot up from 1917. That is severely eating into the profits. Well, we got a bit of money, but not a lot. I suppose if we could half the costs on those trains, things would improve. Where have we got like the most goods stacking up? Okay, so it is over here. Again though, these vehicles, they're not that great. They carry Which one is it? It's this one here. So it's 7 units. We could have it carrying 14 units. Double the units and more speed. But it'd cost us 14 million to replace all of those vehicles. Oh, this is painful. Yeah. No passengers to transport. Yeah. Not enough passengers on the loop line. Some lovely towns to visit. We've got road vehicles going around the towns to connect up the entire town with the train station, and yet people just don't want to visit. Smaller trains is... yeah, smaller... I should have gone with smaller trains on this loop line. It would cost less in maintenance. The speeds might have been better as well. Oops, sorry, I just nudged the microphone. I suppose one thing I could do is on this loop line, we could manage all of these trains. We could edit the selected vehicles and just take off some carriages. So doing that would potentially increase the speed of the trains, which means they would make more money, I think. Like, the capacity is going to be half of what it was originally, but the acceleration goes from, or the kilowatt compared to the length. There we go. This is actually going to... this could actually get our profits up, and it's going to cost us minus 3 million. There we go. Smaller trains. See how that goes. Yeah, I know you said the rate and the value, but so this is a very casual playthrough, so don't get too worried if I'm not like diving into every single statistic in the stream. So over here we've got 27 people at the airport now. That's not too bad. And at this airport, 35. So we're doing a little bit better. We've got quite a few people waiting at the station though. Where's my train? There it is. Looks like it only just unloaded over here. It's definitely a popular service. The train is only just half full there though, but I think it was worth adding those extra bits onto those trains. So if we have a look here now, what I'm hoping is that because we've reduced the number of carriages on these main loop line trains, that's going to mean that they travel faster, which you get better payments for, and also the costs of the train are going to be a lot less as well. So now let's have a look at the Mainwell pick trains. No, not those one. That was the right trains, but I didn't want to manage the line. I wanted to manage the trains. So can we find one of the trains? Is that one of them? That is one of them. Okay. So we've got three trains here that need to be replaced. So if we replace them with the top A4 class steam locomotive, that would be a bad thing, even though I would really want lots of them on this main line. That's because we've got slower trains operating on this main line, and the other slower trains would just get in the way. It would really only work if we could afford to upgrade all of them. So let's just say, for argument's sake, we wanted to upgrade it to this engine, and these ones, I don't know how many wagons they've got. But if we just go with the passenger ones, the modern passengers, and do it so there's 5, that's 10 million per train. It's going to cost us 32 million to upgrade those trains. Now, it would... I mean, I don't know what it would do to the capacity. It would be a capacity of 100 compared to the existing capacity of 56. So it'd improve the capacity no end, and it would improve the top speed no end. That's the mallard from one of the postcards. That's correct, Egg. That is very correct. Hey, why are your eyes the last thing to stop moving when you die? Because they dilate. 3 out of 10. I'll give you 3 out of 10 for that one. So I feel like we should probably look at that. And then, like, what if we did upgrade all of these engines to that? I mean, oh my goodness. It's not a ridiculous amount more. And the speed is a good notch in speed. And power too, so it accelerates a lot quicker. We could get more carriages on it in future. $43 million to upgrade just one lot of the 3 sets of trains that run on that main line. That is absolutely ridiculous. This farm is still struggling. These road vehicles desperately need an upgrade. There are 40 of them though. What's the farm's production at? Okay, so I think it needs to upgrade. I can't remember. I wouldn't be surprised if we upgraded all of these and it would still be crazy good. I mean, it's going to cost us 8 million, and we do have that 8 million. And we're going to be severely increasing the capacity and increasing the speed. I'm doing it. There we go. So hopefully that should improve the output of the money for that line. Let's have a look at the lines now. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on here? The main loop line, the anti-clockwise one, is only just in the red. So these vehicles are doing a lot better than they were before. A lot better than they were before. Just by reducing the number of carriages that they were carrying. Where is the Brad Goods? Okay, so the Brad Goods is doing really bad again. Why? Whoa! Running costs absolutely shot up. The problem with the Mallard is that there are no carriages that handle its top speed. Yeah, that's something we have to bear in mind, isn't it? Did this bit get better? No, it didn't really, did it? The problem is, these orange ones are using this same junction. We need to move them. So, we can get, if we get these to Terminal 2, then they're not, the ones that come through in orange are not going to delay the turning at this junction. That'll help. And then, like, why are they waiting? I feel like they're waiting for way too long on that junction. What if we go from here and we just do a T-junction there? I mean, I don't think that'll work. I mean, the yellow ones are still going round that way for some reason. Which line is that? So why is that a food line? It's supposed to be a goods line. Manage vehicle. Manage Brad Goods. Manage line. Not sure where the waypoint is. You think it's too many trucks and I don't need them all? But I do. I think. Let's have a look. Yes, those coal trucks are just dropping off, dropping off, dropping off. If I had too many, it's here that I've got too many. So if we go to manage vehicles and we see these ones, let's like highlight 6 of them and sell them. And probably more actually. Let's get it down to like 40 vehicles. There we go. That helps. But here, it just... I'm not sure. Where is that waypoint? Where is it? Oh, it's there. Where is this waypoint? Oh, it's on the bridge. So I'm not quite sure why they're going through like that. The aircrafts are just taking off above us. More trucks! Yeah, we do need a good number of trucks. It's like they're not splitting out here nicely. Maybe, can we use one-way country roads or something? Maybe if we reconfigure this to say, actually, let's get rid of that? Construction not possible. Fair enough, it's not possible. Are the one-way roads? What if I do... Oh, it doesn't like that now. I've gone and done myself in. And there's a new train available. Nope. Nope. That's it. Got it the right way there now. So what about if I do that? That has split them up a little bit. But there's a weird thing there, the way that they go round like that. Is it to go past a waypoint? And can I control like these bits? No. That is strange. That is really strange. I have no idea why they're undertaken like that, egg. It's like it just juts out and then crosses over. For no real reason at all. Look! Look at it go! I mean, it does flow a lot better now I've done that, actually. So, I'm not really worried too much. It's what I wanted to do. I think I can vastly improve this now. Now we've got these new road pieces. So if we get rid of all of this road... Pause the game, because otherwise it's going to have an absolute nightmare. Right. And then, if we then configure this, and then remove... Why is it just saying construction not possible on all of these bits of road here? That's weird. Because of the trucks? I don't think it is. Because, like, even over here... Oh, that one got it. But it still won't let it happen. Is it because of these right, okay. Here we go. I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not going to delete the station. Right, it's completely disconnected now. When I configure it, will it let me remove... Oh, look! There we go. It magically works now. Now it's all nice and neat. Thank goodness for that. There we go. That's what I've been trying to do for ages. Now we can have these beautiful one-way roads. So we'll have that one come out to here. And then just... I don't want it bendy, really. And then... I don't want it to bend in like that. Why is it bending? It shouldn't be bendy. Right, get rid of that. That's the bendy option. That's the straight option. I know what I'll do. I'll put that straight into there. Then I'll put that straight into there. Then I'll connect the... Then I'll connect that. Then I'll connect that. And we'll end up with this weird, wonderful junction. These trucks... I don't know which platform they need to go in. This one. This terminal. So we'll do the same here. We'll just make it go straight in. We'll ignore the fact that I just built that the wrong way around. And connect that up. That's all working lovely. Now the exits here, these all have to be multi-directional. Which is probably fine. We're not actually using any of these in lanes, are we? Oh wait, hang on, I think we are. No, we're not. We used to, but we're not using them anymore. Okay, so if we configure this and just get rid of all the bits that we are not using anymore to avoid any confusion and stuff. There we go. We could probably get rid of them as well. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's working. This is it. This is the good stuff. This is what we're doing. But now, then what we want is a large country road between these points. Come on. There we go. And then I don't know if we can do... I mean, I don't want it to look like that. So we could put one junction there. And then one junction here, right next to it. I don't like the look of that. That's a lot better. And also, I don't think we then need the waypoints. Because they're all one-way streets. They have to go in that way. Okay, let's have a look. So apart from them all being extremely confused to begin with. Looks like that's going well. These are all using the same bit there, but they should peel off a lot better. Let's fast forward just a little bit. This road's a bit busy here. Okay. So instead of doing one massive large road, what I probably should have done is a few smaller roads and have them coming together. It'll put in traffic lights, will slow things down, but yeah, we don't want that. So then I think what we'll do is we'll try that. Ah, yeah, we've got a large road across here as well, haven't we? Let's magic that down into a medium country road 2. And I think that's okay. Let's have a look at the flow here. That is so much better. Apart from that yellow road is not going where I expected it would. I suppose there's really no reason for me to have like this bit of road in here, but it's not having it. So if I remove that bit, and then we can reconnect these bits up. That should be okay. I mean, I don't think the truck should want to go all the way left into town. I mean, look at the flow that we've got here now. It seems to be really good. Ever since we got these one-way streets, we've been able to do stuff that's just so much better. So much better. It would just be really nice if you could actually swap the terminal's direction so that you could choose the direction that the trucks can flow through. Okay, that's all going nicely. I'm happy with that. We've got 11 million in the bank as well, which is quite nice. Let's have a look at the line manager. So, the main loop line is now making $1 million profit. Nice. That's good. That is very good. Much better. Much, much better. I don't know whether we're going to actually be able to fix these vehicles in a similar manner. Let's have a look. So let's select them all and have a look. So for these vehicles at the minute, they are quite rubbish. They're slow. We can't even buy those vehicles anymore. I think we're going to have to upgrade them all. Can I just not edit it so they've... Yeah, ugh. The only problem is this A4 just costs so much. I guess if we just stick with the 3.5 for now, we can always do an upgrade and we'll be alright. The cars have to zigzag. I'll have a look at that in a second. See, that's only 10 million there, but we haven't got any passenger wagons on that, so... Yeah, we're looking at about 32 million before we can upgrade that line service. Let's just check in over here again. They have to zigzag, you say? Do you mean here, with the way that they line up with the terminus, with the platform? It's because it's the middle one. That's why. These ones are all one side, and then that's the start of the other side, and in the middle there's an extra wide gap. So there's not much I can do about that. The passenger cars from the town. They go around the curvy road and then around. The curvy road? Not your trucks. Oh, okay. Passenger cars from the town. So these passenger cars are just different ones. Could go for cheaper wagons as well. That's true. Now I could get, we don't need as many trucks here. Look at these. Manage these vehicles. We've got 64. Do not need 64. Let's reduce that to 50. There we go. See how that goes in the future. Over here at the airport, got a medium amount of passengers still waiting. We might need some better aeroplanes. Hopefully we can get some better ones soon. He made an example picture. Okay, let me have a look at that. You're talking about the grey ones, Brandon, are you? Oh, so you're talking about the passenger and the non-vehicles. Yeah. I think most of them are just coming around here. I don't really care about the uncoloured cars. Although they are causing some congestion. Might actually be better just to let them go straight through. The only problem is that these yellow ones then move over here and go around. Which is not really what I wanted, but... we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Or a bridge? Nah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. We'll see how busy this gets. Look, we've got 0 backlog here now. Which is really the important thing. Hello, aeroplane. Aircraft 2. Oh, look, they've got 2 pilots now. They've upgraded to 2 pilots, and they still have no controls. It's a bit of a weird view. There's no controls. It looks like their hands are stitched together. That is weird. That is very weird. Actual seats instead of wicker chairs. I didn't look at the seats. Oh yeah, look at this. Look, that guy looks like he's asleep. Oh no, they're all happy about the situation. And I would be as well to be flying that aircraft. Oh, it's descending. Right then. So, with the money that we've got, I'm not sure there's a massive amount that we can improve. We still do have a lot of passengers here at the airport. The Well Air Shuttle? That's 44 passengers? That can't be right. The Well Air Shuttle's 62. Well, I never. The Well Air Shuttle. Where is it? Do it alphabetical. It's not making any money. It's really not making any money. It is maxed out though. Why is it not making any money if the capacity is maxed out? Do I need more of them? Can you make an aeroplane fly upside down by scrolling below the ground? You can't make the aeroplane fly upside down. Oh, you can make it look like it's flying upside down. I'd have thought. I mean, I can't see any aeroplanes to click on right now. There's one. Looks like it's taken off. But basically, you just turn your head that way and then look round, and there you go. Oh, it's taxiing on the roof. That's what you do. Oof. Makes me feel funny, that does. We've got a new bus available, which is nice. 17 or 18 million in the bank. Let's just check over here at these coal mines. Are they coal mines? See, look, we do have a few vehicles here waiting, but not a massive amount. Again, there's a few vehicles here, but not a tremendous amount. So that's not too bad. That's okay. This train's waiting, which is fine until it's full. The next train looks like it's only just arriving. So it looks like relatively good spacing for these trains. Like, this train's going to be leaving pretty soon, and the next train's about to arrive. So that's good. That's really good. Okay, the boats. The boats. How are we doing? Oh my goodness, we've got way too much oil. Oh, actually, there's only 40 lots of oil there still. Maybe we just need to upgrade all these boats. All of these ships. It cost us 5.9 million to upgrade them all. Let's do it. There we go. Just did an upgrade. And we'll also clone Boaty McBoatface so that we get another 2 boats. There we go. So we've increased the capacity considerably by upgrading the half the fleet of boats. There's actually should be 2 boats in here. Yeah, the one's phasing through the other one right now, which is pretty weird to behold. Oh no, the other one's jumped backwards. I mean, really, it should just not spawn a boat if the next boat is not out yet. So, there we go. Hopefully that's all good. The boats do not carry Lego. No, the boats don't carry Lego, but the boats are on the Lego route. They are there to produce Lego. We're actually running low on Lego for the first time probably ever. So having more boats on the Lego routes. The boats do bring the Lego back though. They do carry Lego, look. So this is it's made, the Lego's made over here at the chemical plant. And the boat's going to pick up the Lego, bring it back. That's exactly what they're going to do. We've been calling it Lego the entire Let's Play. It's like these, it's not bricks. I'm pretty sure they're not bricks. They're like construction materials. It's not bricks, it's construction materials. It's not Lego, it's plastics. I think we've got we call them L shapes as well. Look at this. I haven't seen this flow so nicely in a long time. The one-way roads make a significant difference here. Angles instead of steel. Yeah, angles maybe. They shuttle the Lego, and they shuttle the Lego and they can't? Oh, hang on a minute. You know what? You're spot on. We misinterpreted what you said. Yeah, they can't bring the Lego back. Fantastic spot, Volan. We didn't understand what you meant, but yeah. So when you said the boats do not carry Lego, we thought you was just saying no, those boats aren't doing Lego. What you meant was the new boats that we're converting to are unable to carry that cargo type. It's just not there. So we're gonna actually have to switch. The speed and capacity, we're gonna have to downsize the capacity, I think, unless we go to this. Oh, hang on, wait. This is a new one. It carries all the types, is much faster, has the same amount of cargo. I don't understand why its power is less, so its acceleration is going to be less, I think. Okay, I think we can do this one. It's easier to name in the routes. Yeah, we just call them what we want to. It doesn't really matter. I am almost certain I need to replace it to that. So there we go. So now, at the minute, it doesn't know what it wants to carry. But this one's carrying various different things. And we should be getting Lego being transported soon. Look, transportation was at 100% though. So maybe it didn't matter that much that not every single one of them was not carrying it in the past. Yeah. Right, what time are we at? Oh, it's pretty much time for the stream to end, which means we need to pick our Viewer Plus subscriber to name a train after. So we're going to go onto the Viewer Plus subscriber screen. For those of you who don't know, Viewer Plus is a way of supporting me and the channel without going through some other third party. Therefore, you are much more efficiently doing so. You can do it from as little as £3.15 with one of these subscriptions, and you get a bunch of benefits in return, including a brand new Project Zomboid server, which will be launching next week. So next week we won't have Transport Fever. We will be skipping a week with the Transport Feverness, and we will be having a Project Zomboid stream. And it won't just be one night. We're going to be doing 5 streams Monday to Friday, Project Zomboid Marathon. But the streams are going to start an hour earlier. So forget that the clocks have just changed, and I'm now streaming at 8 o'clock UK London time, not 8 o'clock UTC. I'm streaming at 7 o'clock UTC. But these streams, these Project Zomboid streams, are going to stream an hour earlier than that. So they're going to start 7 o'clock London time or 6 o'clock UTC. And they should finish roughly about 10 o'clock. So we should have 3-hour streams all the way through. So with 15 hours of streaming tomorrow, next week. Oh, why do I do this? And if you want to see more of my streams and stuff, on Thursday, the next stream is Rail Route Update Part 2. I will be live on my usual channels, and I will be live on the Steam Store page too. We might even be able to do a giveaway, but definitely be doing giveaways next month. So, the person we're going to change the name of the train to is Mr. Christopher. Oh, I need somebody to help me spell that once it's gone off the screen. Okay, so here's our trains. Here's our list of trains. And train 1 is going to get renamed. Is that right? Oh, somebody will put. There we go. Brandon's got it in the chat. Thank you very much, Brandon. It's quite difficult to do all of these things at the same time while streaming, including being dyslexic and not remembering the characters. So, Mr. Christopher, thank you very much for being a viewer plus subscriber. You're one of the fantastic 50 people that keep this channel, not only keep it going, but keep me being able to make the amount and quality of content that I do. What happens if you accidentally erase the trains? I have no idea. I mean, I've been replacing them, so that's fine. But I have no idea, Brian. I have no idea. We've got 10 million in the bank account. Money is coming in okay. Generally, stuff is going all right. We do need to upgrade our airports sometime soon. We definitely got a load of trains that need updating. There's some really old ones on the line here. They're not the first trains that we had, but they're the oldest that we could probably have right now, I would have thought. But there we go. I don't know. I presume they just, like, jump around the map, Brandon. I presume they just jump around. We've got quite a few people waiting at this station by the looks of it. So maybe it's a good idea that we get the clockwise part of the loop going next time. That might be quite good. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been fantastic to have you here in the chat with me, and I will see you all soon. So if you're coming to the Rail Route stream, I will see you Thursday night. If not, enjoy the videos over the weekend, and I will see you next week for our Project Zomboid server launch marathon. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.